Hi guys, welcome to the age-old question for artists, is using a projector cheating? Now, I will say I have a projector and I use it on occasion, and I actually used it on this panda bear. Now, I did the panda bear freehand based on, my measuring techniques and everything else. But something was off. Now, there was two things off with this panda bear. Number one, the source photo wasn't good. His whole face looks like just a big round paper plate in the source photo. So I had to invent areas where the shading is to sort of show the form of the panda bear. But then I thought, I'm gonna check it out. So I put the projector on and I checked out my drawing. My drawing was actually really good. The only thing is you can see here that these eyes should have been up a little bit more, and I'm gonna move them up. Nose is in the right place, mouth is in the right place. The head was a little small. You can see I had to make it bigger. So I just checked my proportions with the projector, and it's gonna make everything a whole lot easier. Now, next time I'm gonna use a source photo that has more dramatic lighting. These ones that are really washed out, where there's no shadows, make it extremely difficult to try to outline the shape of whatever animal or person or whatever you're doing. Always look for dramatic lighting. It makes for a really, really nice painting. Now, another thing is regarding projectors and tracing and everything else, there is a camp that says, oh, it's all cheating, you should do everything freehand. Well, I agree you should do everything freehand, or a lot freehand, because you always need to get better at sketching and proportion and everything else. But back in the day, I will say that they made what they called cartoons. Michelangelo used cartoons, and they made these huge paper things. And they went along the outlines and they poked holes, like all along the outlines of where everything was. And then they put them up on the ceiling or the wall or wherever, and they padded a charcoal pouch on them so that the charcoal would go through the holes and make a line. So they basically were tracing at that point. So that, these kinds of aids have been around for a very long time. I don't think there's anything different. Of course, if you use a projector, you're not going to be able to paint. You have to know how to draw and you have to know how to paint in order to even get any benefit at all out of a projector. But I do think for speeding up processes, for checking your proportions, for making sure that everything is where it's supposed to be, because you can see even the slightest little differences make a huge difference, I think it's a really great tool. I don't think people really rely on it, because even with a projector, sometimes the proportions are off and you always go back. There's always something that needs to be tweaked and remeasured. So there you go, guys. Get your projectors out, use them wisely, keep sketching and practicing, and we'll see you soon.